me hold that for you, pal? Here, I got it. Here, Jim. City Hall Day? Hey, what's the city office? Hey everybody, Sam Joaquin Audits. Back to another video. Probation? Okay. What up, everybody? What's up, Midwest? Hope you're doing good, brother. Hope you got to your destination okay. What's up, Ash? Look at this guy over here. Hi, Leslie. What's up, buddy? Oh shit, my bad. Standing tall. Good to see you, man. Glad there's more of you dropping in. Everybody leave a thumbs up if you can. I'd appreciate it. Got Nate Skates 182 here. Sam Joaquin Jr. and Sam Joaquin Ballet Transparency. We're in Fresno, California. How you doing, man? Good. No, I didn't. Okay, hit that thumbs up on the way in, folks. Here with Sam Joaquin Audits. We got Sam Joaquin Jr. We are going to be doing the probation office right here in Fresno. Fresno County Detention Facility. Man, my eyesight is getting piss poor. I can't see shit. All right, Midwest, take it easy, brother.
Midwest, what's up, Midwest? Stay safe on the road.
Hell yeah, standing tall. I'm glad you got more subs, dude. Your video rocked. I loved it. I'm glad I shared it. Hope you're happy I shared it as well.
What was that? I was just gonna ask, what installation is this? Do you know where the probation office is? It's on the street.
Okay.
Down the street. All right. Thank you.
it stinks in there.
Yeah, it stinks. It smells awful in there.
That stinks bad. That's the detention facility, though, right? That's
Yeah.
why.
805, right camera action. What up, brother?
That was disgusting. It stank in there.
So for those who are just tuning in, we are in Fresno right now. Fresno Police Headquarters. Let's go hit it. It's a little bit chilly out here today, guys. Thank you, Mike Jones. Four suspicious people with cameras, but no criminals. Headbanger, I went to Jacksonville, Florida back in May. I went to go out there and record with a J-Serial camera. Man, it was an awesome experience. I love Florida so much. Whenever I get the chance to, I'm going out there again. Definitely.
Yeah, is this the entrance to the courthouse?
It is.
Awesome.
How can I help you guys?
We're just gonna come in and just take a look around.
Yeah, unfortunately, coming to the courthouse, whatever. Yeah, are you going? It's not open to public proceedings anymore.
Oh, wow, why?
Yeah, unless you have official business here.
Oh yeah,
Because of COVID.
well, actually, I do have official business. I was going to go in there and ask some questions and stuff like that.
For who though? That's what I'm asking.
Oh, for me, for myself.
No, but I mean, for which court specifically?
Not really the courtroom. Just the like the main lobby. I wanted to see what information is available.
Well, I was gonna say if they're still open. See that the door right there? They just shut it right now. Yeah, they're the clerk's office. They're open between 8 to 4.
What was that?
Yeah, they're open between 8 to 4.
8 to 4, the
Yeah,
clerk's office.
yeah. Essentially, because of COVID, they've restricted a lot of things down.
Oh. But what you're saying is that we can't go in there if we don't have like.
Official business. That's correct. Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is actually my house.
Actually, right
And they're my officials. I mean, are you guys not going to allow us to go in?
yeah, because of the court restrictions, because of COVID. That's exactly right.
Jeez, what is it?
I was gonna say, if you want to come back tomorrow morning and check with the clerks, right down over there at the Action Center or the D1 level, they have the clerks. You can check with them.
So are they not open?
Yeah, they just closed at 4 o'clock a few minutes ago.
At 4 o'clock?
Yeah,
We just missed them.
I think it's like what 4:02 right now, maybe, or something like that.
So
But yeah, if you guys want to check back tomorrow, whatever you do, and they're open downstairs as well on the D1 level. Yeah, I think it's down there as well.
one more question.
Sure.
If I go inside there, will I be arrested? I don't want to be arrested, and I don't.
Well, I mean, hopefully you don't have any warrants or anything like
No,
that.
no,
You know
no.
what I mean?
Right. So I mean, what does that mean? Would I have to identify? If
Well,
I'm
yeah,
inside?
you would initially check with the court clerks and let the clerks know why you're here. Are you here for your own case? You know what I mean? That they want to see why you're here. Because a lot of courtrooms, because of COVID, they're restricting people wanting to social distance. Yeah, I hear you. I'm ready for COVID in as well, man. All right, man. You guys have a good evening.
What was the name?
Fullenkamp.
What is it?
Deputy Fullenkamp. ID's 1919. That's number 255.
Cool.
All right, man. You guys have a good evening.
All right, take care, man.
Be safe. Don't get those cameras wet with the water.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you guys something, man. Every courthouse in California is restricting access to wherever the I swear to God.
Hey, Pop, you're not recording with your camera, right?
No, I'm lying.
Okay. I was asking because your lens is close to the front, so I was just making sure. Mollenkamp, whatever her name is? Mollenkamp.
Badge number 2.
Here's Fresno. Jury assembly room. It's really cool.
That office is open to the public, right?
Yes. Do you have a face mask though? All of you?
No.
Okay, can you ask Jessica at the counter for a face mask?
How are you? So I just have maybe 1 or 2 questions. What are you guys doing here for the general public, or for the people of Fresno? In this installation here?
This is a jury division.
Jury division? Okay, so if you have jury duty, you come in here, you do your sign up and all that?
Do you guys have face masks?
No.
No, we do not.
Do you guys have one already?
That's, are you medically certified?
We're governed by California, and we have to have face masks if you're in the building.
Yeah, I don't work here, ma'am. I go by law, not policy.
Our policy.
I appreciate it though.
That contract or whatever doesn't come with medical exemptions for people who have
Are you guys done?
medical exemptions.
Huh?
Are you done?
I'm not sure yet. I was gonna.
Verify for my employer.
Were you here this morning or this afternoon?
This afternoon.
Okay, we don't have an answer from this afternoon, but you can head right over to the time
Seems
scan
like
machine. and you can
agitated.
sign
Startled.
yourself out.
Sorry. Coming out.
Yeah, you're fine to go.
Coming out.
You got the gray machine right there. I'll sit right there.
Thank you, Film Boy UK. Mad respect, dude. Actually, I need to share a video from you. Get you some love and some support.
Did they see their clothes already?
Nah, but they're probably gonna go hide in the back.
Check out another room. Hope they finish. People all think they're doctors. Crazy.
Let's do it.
Let's do it, pal.
Look at this squirrel. Oh shit! It's a squirrel. There's another one. John Eagle, what's up, man? Hey, I watched the video that you emailed me the other day with all the cop slogans, like, here's the deal. Found it amusing, thank you. It's a big ass squirrel. Midwest accountability. What's up, brother? Glad you're back. Let's go. Let's cross this shit. Shit looks like Chernobyl, all run down. The audits there? Oh. Oh yeah. Damn, you made it 12 hours early in Midwest. That's crazy, bro. It's fucking wild.
You watch those videos? I give you guys my parts so you guys can see what we do. Oh, Are they taking care of you guys in there?
We're waiting to talk to the detective.
All right, cool.
You guys aren't allowed to film here, you know.
She watches the content.
I do.
Actually, we got 300 people watching right now. We're actually
Wow, really?
yeah, I'm not. You guys are not on camera, but
Okay.
it's facing that way. Yeah, actually, when you guys pull out your phones and start watching, we're gonna go walk around. We're gonna go walk around the area and make sure they're not violating anybody's rights out there.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
How did you find the YouTube channel? They were in San Joaquin.
Huh?
How did you find them? They were in San Joaquin.
Because, I was following another audit, and then I started looking for more and more and more and more. I'm following a lot of them.
Does my voice sound familiar?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You guys see my channel?
Actually, hold on. Let me just make sure. My vision is so bad nowadays.
Turn the card around.
Have it wrong way. Your face looks familiar.
San Joaquin.
Yeah.
Ladies, we're gonna go out and record some police. Have a blessed day. Be safe.
Take care.
Pull
Take
your
care.
phones out and record the police. And if you do, record the police. You guys can start channels. My email is on there. Reach out to me. I'll help the channel grow. It's life changing. I promise. Blessed day.
Those ladies are awesome.
That's what I do, folks. They seemed pretty happy that we were out here recording. As it should be. That's what I like.
Hey, buddy. Oh, you got another auditor here.
For real? No, man, you recording?
Yeah.
What you recording?
News?
News? Where do you work for?
Telemundo?
Telemundo? Telemundo? You got a story going on right here or what?
Yeah.
Nice. Are you going live or what?
No, I just need Trató de vender algo por una aplicación y encontró la muerte. ¿Qué fue lo que sucedió? Le cuento más adelante porque me quisiera.
got a good voice, bro. Hey, I want to hire us. I want to start a channel and hire a Spanish speaker to do what I do, but in Spanish.
Let's do it,
I'm
man.
starting a news network in Bakersfield.
Oh,
I'm
Bakersfield.
getting the whole studio and everything.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I used to work for Radio Lobo.
Radio Lobo?
Bakersfield.
No
For
shit.
2 years.
Nice. Here's my card, man.
Oh, chino.
I got a pretty good sized channel in California. Check me out.
Okay.
Okay.
Carlos. Baby. Nice.
Take it easy, Carlos.
You too, man. Thank you.
San Joaquin en español. San Joaquin en español.
San Joaquin, you guys want to see San Joaquin en español? We got that shit going in the works, folks. I'm gonna start a brand new channel, San Joaquin en español. I'm gonna start teaching Spanish people. It's a library. There's a couple buildings right here, guys. We got the courthouse, we got another building over here, and the city's all across the way. That's my chapter.
Órale, Midwest Accountability. Yes, sir.
You guys enjoy the style.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No. About to be 420. Oh yeah, baby.
Main state transparency, you're right, bro.
Let's do it.
Oh, I've seen the videos that you've done in this building before, Dad. I remember, yeah. I remember. It is cold out. What do you mean? Look, I gotta show you guys my fit. Nice little something casual, you know? No worries, Midwest. Anytime you can roll through again, just let us know. Oh shit. Weapons prohibited.
What was that? We can't.
You guys can't record inside the courthouse, you guys can't record. We have a court order that says you need a permit to record inside the courthouse.
All the time we're doing school project.
I understand that, but even if you're doing this for the project, whatever it is, it's still.
But we've been doing this for 20 years in a row. Like we come here.
Things change sometimes. There's a court order, you guys are recording inside the courthouse, you guys need a permit.
What was your name and badge number?
My name is Ed Personio, and my badge number is 806.
Name and badge number?
Chase did.
You guys can talk to the court administrator. It's the big on Kings Road right now.
And do you know the exact, like, the code, the court order?
I could
166?
Do you have
Okay.
one that we can take with us?
Yeah, if we can get a copy of it.
There's an active court order. There's no recording inside the building. Also, there's also a unique masks to enter the side of the building.
I'm trying to get around that too.
No getting around that. The sign's right there on the door.
Actually, yeah, man. I mean, I'm not trying to get arrested, but we try to push the boundaries as much, you know. I mean,
All right. Well,
you understand.
just letting you know that we're advising you that you can have a court inside the building, which you're actively doing right now.
Penal code backing up that order?
Yeah, Penal Code 166, violation of court order.
All right, so one more question, man. If I don't leave, will I be arrested?
If I ask you one more time, yes.
Alright. What's your name, Benjamin?
Josh Dixon, 912.
912. Alright, man. You guys have a good day. Hey, you guys get off work, join us, man. Let's all fight for freedom. Let's not give us.
All right, you too. You as well. Thank you.
Flying, sick.
You guys. Shame on you both.
Yeah.
Have a good day, man.
Have a good day, sir. Thanks for complying. It's a coward statement.
Try to sprinkle that in.
Like it wasn't under the threat of arrest.
Let's go this way. Where are we going next? Dad. Where are we going next? There's a couple more buildings right here. You guys like these live audits or what? When we see this clear, can you guys see this clear? Give me a one if it's coming clear, folks. And we're almost 300.
Merry Christmas, sir. Get this structure right
You don't
here.
happen to have the any of the gift cards on you, do you?
No, I don't.
Hey guys, we just went and bought a few $100s worth of gift cards. And I'm gonna start making some videos. Start giving people gift cards for all the first spenders. So you guys out there, I'm kind of talking like shit, trying to do it first. Let me know if you guys would like to see me do those kinds of videos where I give away money to people on the streets and all the First Amendment. I think this is a possible way to start pushing people to learn it. Give me a 5. Give me a high 5 if you guys think that that's a good idea. High 5 it. Sounds great. Thank you. Actually, we did an audit here a long time ago, and the security guard here, the lady she was freaking awesome, man. Oh heck yeah, guys, we're gonna do that. I see a lot of fives. I see a lot of fives.
It's nice and toasty in here.
How are you doing today? Oh, you know, I gotta say, you were on one of my videos a while back. Everybody loved you. Did you ever see that video? You're awesome. You can't repeat what you said that day, can you? Somebody was inquiring about us recording, they were nervous, and you told them the First Amendment auditors, they have a right to record in public, as long as they don't go into restricted. Yes. You're awesome. Mind if I get your name? Ah, come on. we want everybody to give you appreciation. You know it's your policy, right, to give your name. I'm not gonna give you a hard time because you're so great. You know what we're gonna do. I don't know if you guys remember her. A couple years ago, I was here. And don't go out that door.
That door, yeah.
Because it'll lock you out.
Oh, really?
Merry Christmas, everyone. What time do you guys close right here?
5 o'clock.
Thank you, Ash. I appreciate it.
Hello.
What are you doing?
There's a restaurant if you guys want to use it.
Yeah, guys, sneak peek. Tomorrow we are going to be in Sacramento. Actually, we're going to be in Sacramento in a couple hours. Might do some cop watching out there tonight. Let me know what you guys think. You guys want us to do some cop watching out in Sacramento tonight?
Patio got fired, then for the person who
Woo! Hey Ash, I want to say that I appreciate you a lot. Never asked for donations on this channel, and I don't even have like a PayPal or anything set up. But the only way you guys can donate if you would like to is through my. Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Merry Christmas to the both of you. Merry Christmas. Yeah.
Hey man, one love, man. You know, we gotta stay united, man. Show love, one love. Film the police.
Hell yeah, man. Take care. Take care.
One love, man.
Woo! But yeah, anyways, like I was saying, my super chat is the only way you guys can donate to me if you'd like. I appreciate all donations. I'll never ask, but man, like my subscribers, this fan base, it's a blessing, you know. So thank you guys. Always thank you. Look at that. All San Joaquin having fun. Being a kid again.
That's really badass. That's really crazy.
He's adding soap to the fountain. Making it a little bubbly. Woo!
How you doing, man?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I'm glad you guys are out here.
Gotcha, bro. Give my card on me.
I was at work, man, and I was picking up some stuff at Home Depot, and man, I decided to come over here right away.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Much love, bro. Thank you. Gracias.
Yeah. Take care, man. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Cops out here.
Hey! Woo! Fresno loves it. I love it. Merry Christmas, people. Let's go.
Inside the building, they have a face mask required.
Face mask.
I have asthma, I don't.
Especially for asthmatic?
Oh, you have asthma?
Yeah, I have asthma.
Alright, let me get the HR department open, okay?
For sure, bro.
Is there something you need help with, like a special department you need to talk to or something?
Yeah, I was actually gonna go around and see exactly what departments are in here, because I need to find out some information, and I need to know if that department is actually in here. That's why I was gonna go walk around really quick.
No, I get it, you can, but like I said, they're requiring the face mask, but let me see what we can do with your
Asthma.
asthma thing.
Yeah. We can go ahead and start walking around, right?
It's a requirement, I'm sorry, man, everybody needs to wear a face mask. Let me just, get somebody to help you out real quick, okay? Give me 1 minute.
That dude over there ain't wearing a face mask.
Oh, it's because there's plexiglass around them.
No, but they were still inside the building. I mean, you can't expect me to follow some kind of policy. I go by law, bro, not policy.
No,
You know what I mean? And then we got a policy violator here And yeah, that's disrespectful. You're not wearing it, bro.
Let me get the HR real quick, yeah?
Go ahead, man.
Thank you, guys,
Yeah,
appreciate it, man.
I don't even have to go through there either way, right? And I don't have to ID to come in, right?
No, you don't have to ID, no, but, there's a screening process that we do, so.
Man, bro, I've been coming here for 20 years and I've never had to do this.
We started this effective, December 2019, sir. Yeah, so, just stand by real quick, okay? Thank you.
And you guys are just security, you know, you guys are not deputies, right?
Raggo monkey, what's up, man?
I guess I thought you were out there playing a drum.
Doing what?
With the VR?
Oh, playing the game?
No, with the drum.
Oh, the drone?
Because you were on the
Drone,
fountain.
A drone, oh, okay. Yeah, I was on my live stream talking to my people. We got about 345.
There's a temperature check right here. Let's see. Oh man, I failed.
Yeah, it only works.
With the mask.
It only works if you're wearing a mask.
Yeah.
It takes your temperature?
Alrighty, sir. So, these are all the departments that we have. And there's a kiosk out here too, that has that information that you need. You need would you like a phone number as well too or something?
No, actually, man, I don't want my, access restricted. I wanna go and document, like, see that directory right there? I wanna walk up to that and record that directory. I need to see what's on there.
You need to see what's on there?
Yeah, let me ask you this, you're not a deputy, you're security.
Correct.
So nevertheless, you can enforce what you're saying, what you're asking, you can't enforce that. If I walk up to that directory, are you gonna call the police on me?
There's no reason to call the police, I'm just giving you the information, so the director, if you're gonna look
Can
at.
I take that home?
Yeah, that's for you to
I
keep.
appreciate
Yeah, that's for you to keep. I'm just trying to help you out, man. That's
No,
what I'm
yeah.
trying to do. I'm not trying to do anything.
I know, look, and I don't blame you, man, they tell you you gotta do this, and they tell you you gotta do that, that's where we the people come in.
Well, I
Because
appreciate it.
a lot of times, these, they try to limit, you know,
Scope of,
Yeah,
they try to censor.
yeah,
I understand, man. Like I said, it's just doing my work. I'm not trying to be, you know.
for sure, bro, so I'm gonna go up to that directory right there.
That's
I wanna
fine,
see it,
man.
man.
I'll go ahead and go to the director.
And let me ask you this is City Hall.
Correct.
All right, and the building itself, what time does the building close?
The building closed at 6.
At 6?
Yeah.
Okay, all right,
Everything else goes at 5.
All right, so here we have the director of the building, guys, and I've been inside this building several times. I gotta say, I've spoken to, a lot of, folks that work here in these departments. And, so, first of all, we got business license, taxes, city clerk, court enforcement, Department of Public Utilities. We have the mayor and council offices in here, parking ticket payments. And just so you guys understand, all of this is a business, okay? In every department that you go in, there's gonna be, except for the restrooms, you're not gonna find a price. That's for you, we pay for that, guys, you guys can use that. So we got the planning, development, and construction permits, personnel. Like, yeah, this place is, definitely accessible to the public. And, some of the times what we do, guys, is just make sure that that everyone knows, because when we try to put these, security and. I give them thumbs up. Upstairs is really nice, man. Oh, there's no way why didn't you guys let us know?
Let me know right now.
Oh, really? Oh, that's what's up, man.
Do you need to get there?
Economic development, finance and purchasing.
Just click on the map, it'll tell you where to go and all that good
Yeah,
stuff.
that's crazy.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
nuts. Look at, you go to the map?
Come on, Bakersfield, you are slacking.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, it came from Bakersfield?
Yeah.
We've been up and down, man. I've been here a couple times.
Up and down the San Joaquin Valley.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
What's your YouTube channel?
I'll tell you what, man, I'm gonna give you guys my card.
Nice.
And I don't mean no disrespect. I don't mean to be, if I was rude to you in any way, man, I apologize. I just
No, thank you.
wanna make
No
sure
worries, no
that,
worries.
that we all understand that we have a right to record. I only have 2 cards with me, guys. You guys can
Oh, that's
pass them around.
Cool, man. Appreciate it. Thank
For
you.
sure, bro. We're just trying to make sure, man, that they don't try to overstep the boundaries.
No, I get you, the First Amendment, all that.
Yeah.
I understand, I understand.
For sure. Thank you. We're gonna go up, walk around real quick. There's an exit upstairs, right?
man.
No, sir.
Stay quiet the whole time. Good job, dude. Keep it up, all right?
This one?
But we can still have access to upstairs?
No, you
Really?
have to go through the elevators and all that good stuff and,
Wasn't there stairs through here before?
Or am I tripping?
no, the stairs are outside. Yeah, the stairs are outside.
But that's closed off right the front.
Correct.
So you actually can't access the elevators or what? Oh, we can't.
Well,
Oh, we can't access the elevators.
yeah, the thing is, like, you will have to go through the screening also and all that stuff.
So what is the screening process? Just make
Yeah, just any metal object.
I'll go through the metal.
No, I appreciate it.
Hey, these guys get a pass. I mean, they're not trying to be too rude. They let us did walk in there and film, even though they tried to tell us not to. Take off all metal. Okay.
Belt buckles, keys.
Is that the sister city display?
So real quick, man, I understand you have the disability, but the rest of the staff have to have a face mask.
I know the little guy over there, he has that.
Okay, because they're gonna get me in trouble if obviously you guys are walking around through the city hall without a face mask.
My jacket and the other tape.
Oh, that's-
Go ahead and run it through all the way.
Oh, sorry about that.
You know what? Yeah, I'll take a face mask. Won't be too long.
Fine, man, that's fine.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
All right, let me put this on real quick. So as much as I hate these,
You too.
I put it on just because the guy was cool. So you work with me, I'm gonna work with him a little bit.
The mayor's office is upstairs, right?
Second floor. Okay.
Oh yeah, there's no stairs down here. You have to take the elevator. Thank you. I like tech, stupid guys. Oh shit, where's he at? Oh, just real quick.
Based on the parks master plan, pipeline project, funded in FY 2022 budget, as well as
I'm dead.
She's most deaf. Oh, so there's a third floor. Whoa, cookies,
Public
bro? Are
cookies.
you kidding me right now?
Publicly cookies.
Bro, can we get a cookie?
In the middle of the roll call vote, are we clear?
Can we get a cookie?
Continue with the
Oh,
roll
yeah.
call vote.
Oh yeah.
Shit. Which one should I get, guys? Oatmeal raisin?
Mm-mm.
Oatmeal raisin? Is that good?
A little stale, but it's good.
You never go for oatmeal, bro.
Why, bro? Why? They could always mess can't say shit on all this stuff.
Hey, Midwest Accountability. If you need an app to edit off of, use Video Leap. Video Leap helps.
All right, 4-3. Next item
Bring it up.
is our workshop on the formation of a Fresno Veterans Memorial District sponsored by myself and Councilmember Arias. City Attorney, I think you had a PowerPoint presentation. And while we're doing that, just want to make sure for the benefit of the public, they understand what this is about. This is about the legal framework and the process for a Veterans Memorial District for the city of Fresno. And our city attorney is going to do a presentation on what the process, framework, implications are, and then open it up for some questions from the council.
Yes, Raj has a presentation. Can you all hear me? Ready to go?
Let's go.
Okay. Council, Raj Vadejan in the City Attorney's Office. We're going to do a brief presentation on the formation of a potential Fresno Veterans Memorial District. Before I begin, I just want to give you a little bit of signposting. So I will talk about what the purpose of these districts is, then we'll go into the process for formation. We'll discuss some of the considerations that you might look at in forming a district, including boundaries, the governing board format, as well as funding mechanisms, and then lastly, we'll present some options to you under the current available options. So the purpose of Veterans Memorial Districts pursuant to the Military and Veterans Code can really be categorized into two different categories. The first is the providing and maintaining of facilities such as the Veterans Memorial Auditorium down the street, and other meeting places for use by veterans and veterans groups. And the other big bucket category is providing supportive services to veterans and their families. That includes behavioral health services, counseling, social services, affordable housing, employment related services. The process of forming such a district also is sort of twofold. It's the formation of the district itself, and then it's discussing the funding of that district. So the process is governed by the Cortese-Knox-Hertzberg Local Government Reorganization Act of 2000, which creates LAFCOs, or Local Area Formation Commissions. These LAFCOs are in charge of
Thank you. Appreciate it.
all local area boundary changes. So whether it's the city expanding or the county, or it is the formation or the changing of the boundaries of a district, all of that goes through LAFCO. So the LAFCO process on the left includes the city adopting a resolution, basically a resolution of intention, telling LAFCO we want to move forward. That's followed by an application. The application is followed by LAFCO looking at the application, scrutinizing it, looking at the proposal for services that's included in that the city would include. LAFCO would then hold a hearing and accept public comment on the proposal. They would then make a determination on the proposal, determining whether or not the city's proposal would be acceptable. LAFCO could vote that down. If LAFCO votes the proposal down for the formation of a district, then the city has to wait a year before it can bring back another proposal. If LAFCO determines that the city's proposal is viable, it then moves on to the last phase, which is another hearing, a majority protest process.
And Ross, if you could pause there.
Sure.
What is the criteria for determining the viable?
I think they look at whether or not the services that are being proposed are services that the district can actually provide. They look at the criteria within the code. I don't have a list right now, but we can provide those to you if you need them. So the last stage of the district formation is the majority protest procedure. Basically, it's if more than 50% of the assessed value within the district boundaries, and we'll talk about boundaries in a second, decide that this is something they do not want, they would submit protests. So if 50% of the people said, 50% of the value people said that they do not want this, then that's the end of the process.
If, however, between 25 and 49.9% say that they protest the formation of a district, it goes to a vote of the entire district, or the entire proposed district. Last, if less than 25% of the people in the district say they don't want it, so you have three quarters saying they want it, essentially not protesting, then the district is deemed formed by LAFCO. So once the district is formed, assuming it's formed, the other thing to consider is how are we going to fund the district? The most viable way to do that, because there's no automatic funding from Veterans Memorial Districts following Prop 218 in 1996, is a special tax. And so that process, some of you are already familiar with because you've sat through the Measure B process, but it's essentially the city bringing forward an ordinance and taking it to election, and then that tax, if it were to pass, would be implemented. Now, in the LAFCO process, the city can predicate its application or ask LAFCO to condition approval on the approval of a special tax. So we would essentially be saying, LAFCO, we would like this district only if a special tax is approved by the voters. That would be the route I think that would make sense to follow. So now we're going to talk about some of the considerations. So one of the considerations that you're going to take into account in determining sort of what options you have or would like to pursue are the boundaries of the district. There are two options here. Because the city of Fresno contains within it overlap with the Clovis Veterans Memorial District, any proposed boundary within the city of Fresno can be either the entire city, and that would require detaching the areas that overlap from the Clovis district, or it can be those areas that aren't in Clovis. So as a visual, the second graphic there, this is the overlap. So a lot of District 6, 4, and some of District 5 overlap with the Clovis Veterans Memorial District. Here it is in the sort of light red, and this is the overlap. So there is some overlap. It's considerable, I'd say. And there's a process for that, which takes additional time. One thing that I missed, and I want to go back to real quick, is the timeline for both of these.
Legal counsel, can you go back to that slide?
Sure. This one?
So is the white little thing on top, square, is that the amount of the Clovis Veterans Memorial District that encompasses the city of Fresno?
That is not the portion that encompasses the city of Fresno. That actually is from the Clovis Veterans Memorial District's website, and that's their district boundary. So it spans, that's essentially eastern and northern Fresno, Clovis, and then it goes into the foothills and beyond. So their district expands out into the mountains. This is the overlap. So this is the same map that's on the left-hand side. It's grayed out, but it shows you, the top box is District 6, and then you can see Districts 4 and a little bit of District 5 overlapping, and I'll just go back and forth.
Would it be about that portion of the Clovis district that's west of Willow?
So if my reading is correctly, that essentially 6 out of the 7 council districts feed into the Clovis Veterans Memorial?
No, probably 2 to 3. 3 out of the 7 districts have areas of overlap currently, under the current boundaries. So that would be 6, 4, a large chunk of 6, a lot of 4, and some of 5.
Yeah, and council, just for the benefit of the public, as we were going through the research with this, and Roger's doing a great job of explaining that, what the Clovis Memorial District does is it essentially uses Clovis Unified School District boundary lines, which is why you see that overlap into North Fresno and to Southeast quite a bit as well. And as Roger was explaining, that's the next bit, but I'll let him sum up, and then I'll kind of just highlight some key points for the council to consider as we're going through this process.
So those are the boundaries. The other consideration of the governing board, there are 2 formats that we can sort of utilize here, either an independent board on the right or a subsidiary board. The Veterans Memorial District law does allow for where the boundaries of a district are within the boundaries of a city or a county, for that county or city to essentially serve as the governing board. The consideration here is, how much control the city wants? If the city wants a lot of control, then a subsidiary board is something that can be pursued. I will caution that we've had conversations with Fresno LAFCO about this. There has been some trepidation about it, but we're in conversations and we believe that it is something that's potential. And the other option is an independent board. The city board obviously is the city council, so there are no special requirements there. The independent board requires that the board members reside within the boundaries of the district, and that the majority of the board members, and there's 5 board members, would be veterans. And they are elected every 2 years at the general election. The last consideration is funding. As we discussed sort of initially, very briefly, the most viable funding option, because the district doesn't come with an automatic source of funding. For background, when the Veterans Memorial District law was passed, there was a small amount of funding that came from property taxes that was available. So the Clovis Veterans Memorial District, for instance, started getting just a very small amount of property tax. And that small amount over time added up, and they've sort of created resources for themselves. After Prop 218 in 1996, that was no longer available because any taxation has to be approved by the voters. So that leaves us in the situation that we're in now, that if we form a Fresno Veterans Memorial District, we will have to create funding for it. You know, aside from a special tax, which requires, you know, the steps adopting, having an election, and it's a special tax, so if the city puts it forward, it's a 2/3 requirement of the electorate, not 50%. And then the implementation, if we don't go with the special tax, the only other options really are sort of like creating your own sources of income, renting out the Memorial Auditorium, if that is an asset of the district, or negotiating fees for services provided by the district. So the way that this special tax would work is it wouldn't be a special sales tax like Measure P. The process would be the same, but this would likely be a parcel tax. So either a set amount per parcel, or it would be a per square foot type amount. Last, we're going to talk about the options. So basically the options are divided into four major options based on the type of board and the type of boundaries you guys are looking at. If you're looking at all of the city and an independent board, that's the first box in the top left. Then you have the others, you know, all of the city, but in the city council board, some of the city, excluding the Clovis Veterans Memorial District, independent board, some of the city, and then the city council. One thing that I do want to point out is that there is a 5th option that does not involve forming a Veterans Memorial District. It is very similar to having all of the city in a district and the city council being the governing body, and that's for the city just to implement a special tax. A special sales tax would allow the city to do similar, to achieve similar objectives, and so that's the 5th option. And it would function like a city department. We would use city forces, which would likely be the case if you went with option number 3 up there, but it's not quite the same, but it is viable. I'm done.
All right, Raj, couple of things that I just want to set in the room with those conversations, and this conversation started quite a while ago, a number of years, and some key points for my colleagues and the public to consider. So you saw the overlap of the area that City of Fresno residents are assessed. That comprises approximately about 40% of the revenue that the Clovis Memorial District receives from City of Fresno resident. That's something important to note. You look at the makeup of their board, and they're obviously all Clovis residents. In all fairness to them, this was created, 1940 something, as Raj mentioned. And so they didn't have as much restriction. They had a little bit more flexibility. But the part that
I'm not recording you.
Okay. Trying to be very thoughtful about this, but it needs to be said because I think we're in that space now where we are essentially having City of Fresno residents paying taxes without any tangible services being provided to them, to the point to where even the building that they're paying for doesn't have any reference to Fresno. It's the Clovis Memorial District, right? It's not the Clovis Fresno Memorial District, even though their revenue is about 40% from our City of Fresno residents. So now to Raj's point, and the 2 options that I'm seeing it, and we obviously don't have to make a decision today. This was informational for a public discussion. Is, as Raj mentioned, option one is we form an independent, memorial district that will be elected independently. The city of Fresno obviously not have direct oversight or control over that, and obviously that has its implications. Or we form a dependent, which is under the city's jurisdiction. But something equally as important to consider as well, and our legal counsel has done the analysis on this, is in the implications of LAFCO. LAFCO obviously governs what these districts look, and Raj, correct me if I'm wrong, but they can actually also impose conditions, just like a conditional use permit, and we go through our process, they can actually impose conditions on this memorial district, is that correct?
Yeah, to some degree, LAFCO can impose conditions on the formation of a district.
So the two options that I think the council is going to have to consider is, one, do we ask those city of Fresno residents that are currently in the Clovis Memorial District to be part of the city of Fresno Memorial District? And if we do that, obviously that's going to spark a conversation with our neighbors in Clovis. And I think that conversation needs to be had. What that would look like, it would essentially be the city of Fresno limits that would be part of this district. And legal counsel, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the first step in that process would be for LAFCO to potentially have an election for just that area to see if there would be a will by those taxpayers to break away and be part of the Fresno. Is that correct, Raj?
So you're talking about the boundaries, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so what would happen is if our boundaries were to overlap, then what they would likely do, what LAFCO would likely do is form sort of like a committee, and that committee would basically reach out to the city of Clovis and discuss with the city of Fresno, and then there could be an election. There would be hearings. So it would involve engaging both entities and election and hearings.
And while all of that is going on, the rest of the assessment district outside of those boundary lines are essentially on hold while this gets settled, correct?
Yes.
I want to just, very important for the public and for the council to understand that process.
It would be part of the process. So we submit the application with what we envision, what the city of Fresno envisions, and then LAFCO would then take into consideration where there's overlap, and the detachment process would likely go hand in hand with that process.
So then the other option is for us to utilize, which would essentially be, Fresno Unified, a little bit of Sanger Unified, Central Unified boundary lines, and form our own district separate and apart, which by the way does not reconcile or address the assessment revenue that's being extracted from city of Fresno residents to Clovis, but it would be essentially, fair to say, probably a smoother process or easier process.
So Jeff, the short answer is yes, probably, but I do want to touch on one thing. If we're going to be mirroring the boundaries of school districts, much like Clovis's Veterans Memorial District has stated that they're doing, for any portion that's outside of the city of Fresno, then the ability for the city to have the city council sit as the board, so for that district to be a subsidiary district of the city, would be diminished, and likely if it goes far beyond the city limits. For instance, if we go into Sanger Unified and we're into Sunnyside past and then Sanger, there's a likelihood that we couldn't go with the city council as the board. We'd have to have the independent board there.
The independent option on that. Okay, so we have those two options.
But there are options.
Right? Let me, for the sake of streamlining this, put a third option. What if this body decided to have that boundary separate from the Clovis Memorial District, and also form its own, at the same time, form its own district? Would that have to be independent or dependent?
So if the entirety of the district is within the city of Fresno, including the overlapping parts, then it can be a dependent board. Dependent district, and the board can be the city of Fresno City Council. And again, because we've had ongoing conversations with LAFCO, I do want to just put it out there that this is a conversation we're having with LAFCO. There has been a little bit of trepidation from LAFCO about whether or not we can do that. We have done the research and we feel that it's a viable option.
And along those lines, Raj, there's a provision, and I think it was LAFCO when I had the meeting with them that they raised this, that I believe the county of Fresno has, 20 years ago, came out with a resolution that they would oppose any jurisdiction overlap for assessment districts. I think that's the way that it was framed by Mr. Fay.
I'm not recalling,
Okay.
but we can look into it for you.
Yeah, let's do that research, because I think if we know that off the top of my head, then we know what the implications are for navigating. And so the last thing I'll say, council, on this is, we've gone through these conversations a number of times. Councilmember Arias and myself went out and toured the, Veterans Memorial facility that we have, which was pretty sad and quite frankly shameful to see that the fifth largest city in the state has a building in that condition. I understand the history and the challenges, but I think this conversation is going to start with how do we address with what we have and making sure that we can honor and give our respects to our veterans in the city of Fresno. And then the second part of this is, what will that spending plan look like for our VFW posts across the city? What will they look like for, new facilities that we want to, or we intend to build, and providing services for our veterans, whether they be homeless, substance abuse, mental health, things of that sort. And then the last part, which I think is equally as important, is this conversation needs to be reconciled with the Clovis Memorial District, because again, and I said this before, we're essentially getting taxed without any tangible benefit or representation on that board. And I think the time is now for the city of Fresno to reconcile that, because oftentimes that's touted as a model to follow, and it's easier to do that model when you're spending other folks' money and making those investments into those facilities. So with that, Councilor Arias, you're punched up.
Thank you, Council President. My Council President is always very diplomatic in his words. I tend to be a lot more direct. He's absolutely right. The Veterans Memorial Auditorium is crumbling. So is every veterans post in the city. It's crumbling. At the same time, when you go to Clovis, you see an amazing building, amazing campus. Their staff has 6-figure salaries, health benefits, retirement. It's a great gig. And the misnomer for decades has been that Clovis somehow loves its veterans more than Fresno does. But the truth has been that Fresno has been subsidizing the Veterans Memorial District for decades without receiving any representation, any services, and any investment within the city of Fresno. And that's a big challenge. I would be less inclined to call out the Veterans Memorial District if they had used those resources to build housing or shelters for homeless vets. Instead, they built an amazing banquet hall that we all get to visit once a year for the MLK breakfast, and where amazing events are held for their community. At the same time, we've just seen the end to the longest war in the United States history. And those vets are coming home. And they're coming home with significant needs for services, for facilities, and within their communities. And we as a city are not prepared to really provide them what they deserve and what they earn. So I think there's multiple paths to make it right. The only non-negotiable is the status quo. So that means that we have to have a direct conversation with the Clovis Memorial District. If that means we have to look for a special election, if that means we have to take on LAFCO, then we have to do that for the veterans in the city of Fresno. Because if the Veterans Memorial District board members would tour the Veterans Memorial Auditorium in downtown Fresno, or the VA post in West Fresno, or in Parkway, they would see that our veterans of Fresno are asking us to pay for a leaky roof, to pay for broken water faucets, to keep the lights on in this VA post, while they get to ribbon cut and celebrate the latest granite memorial and statue. with our resources. So I think it's time for Fresno to use its resources for its own residents if the Veterans Memorial District continues to fail to invest in our residents and in our city with our own resources. So, council, we have to work with the council president that's outgoing and incoming to come forward with a recommendation to continue these conversations. But again, the only non-option I see before us today is doing nothing and remain the status quo and allowing our veterans to go without services in crumbling buildings while Clovis gets to, do another amazing building and memorial statue at our expense.
All right, Assistant City Manager, again, we stuff.
Yeah, I just wanted to offer a little bit of historical perspective to the point of many years ago, while under the Swearingen administration, at the time that the Memorial District was proposing to buy the old furniture store on Clovis Avenue, and our Veterans Memorial Auditorium was literally falling apart. We did approach the Veterans Memorial District and said, hey, you need the same thing, a lot of revenue being generated in Fresno, and before you're investing more resources in Clovis with this regional center, we have this gem, and we were completely rebuffed. We did start this exercise along the lines of what you were all doing, and just one thing I want to caution you, I don't know if your conversations have been with LAFCO's staff, but we started there.
All right, man. Take care. Have a good night. All right, everybody. Have over an hour, so gonna wrap it up for this one. That was actually pretty cool. I didn't think we were gonna go into a council meeting.
So they wanted to build a new memorial, right? And they're trying to give options. Either one option of them was publicly funded, or the other option was just going to be its own entity.
Yeah.
And then that was going to get funded through whatever means. They were going to actually have veterans if it was privately funded.
Yeah.
On the council. But then they're saying that the notion is that that Fresno doesn't care about its veterans and that Clovis cares more about it, and they had this memorial board and blah blah blah. And basically they're trying to justify not putting up a memorial board for the fucking veterans.
Well, that's gonna wrap it up for this one, guys. In retrospect, fuck Fresno. But I hope you all enjoyed that video. If you did, leave the thumbs up. All 8 of you that are still watching. This has been San Joaquin Audits. Love you all. Appreciate you. Spread some peace when you're out there. Thank you guys, as always, for tuning in. I'll be back with another video soon. Later.